Welcome back to Region Rundown, where we look into the untold and the unusual stories in history. We bet nothing in this rundown is in your textbooks. And no, we didn't make them up. Are you a history buff, a Wheel of Fortune trivia night champion, or just looking for a good story before bedtime? You're on the right track. In this video, we journey to the top 10 states with hidden history. Without further ado, let's start off with number 10, Alaska. Russia had controlled Alaska since the 18th century after establishing settlements and fur trading posts in the region. However, by the 1860s, Russia's interest in Alaska had waned, and the territory had become a financial liability. In 1867, U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward negotiated the Alaska Purchase with Russia, priced at $7.2 million. At the time, many in the U.S. derided the purchase as Seward's folly and saw little value in the remote Arctic lands. However, the Alaska Purchase eventually proved tremendously valuable due to Alaska's natural resources like gold, oil, timber, and fish, hence the gold rush. The traditional way of life of the indigenous tribes like the Inupiat, Yupik, and Aleut was uprooted, leading to cycles of oppression, displacement, and disease that nearly decimated native populations. Alaska's World War II role also reveals a grittier past. The Aleutian Islands campaign against Japanese forces was fought in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth, leaving both sides ill-prepared for the brutal Arctic conditions. Pivotal battles like those on Attu Island in 1943 were marred by senseless carnage, tales of soldiers freezing to death, and controversy over the U.S. military's treatment of Alaska natives. Heading to number 9, Nevada. While glitzy casinos and neon-soaked streets define Nevada's popular image, the state harbors a darker legacy intertwined with the atomic age. In the 1950s, the Nevada desert became ground zero for frequent nuclear weapons testing by the United States government. Mushroom clouds rose with alarming regularity, marketed as a perverse tourist attraction for spectators lined up on casino rooftops. Videos captured celebrations of impending doom as if witnessing the apocalypse. Beyond the visible atomic scars, Nevada's mysteries run deeper into the realm of conspiracy. The remote Area 51 military base has fueled decades of theories about extraterrestrial encounters and top-secret aircraft tests. Alleged UFO sightings near the base's restricted airspace have amplified its aura of secrecy and stoked imaginations worldwide. Between its haunting atomic history and the intrigue of Area 51, Nevada embodies a peculiar crossroads where technological ambition, military power, and fringe speculation have uniquely converged. At number 8, Florida. While Florida's sun-drenched beaches and citrus groves project a tropical paradise, the Sunshine State has a story that made daily headlines. It's a place where alligator encounters, brazen criminals, and off-the-wall antics have inspired the Florida Man phenomenon. Florida Man is an internet subculture celebrating the state's most outrageous characters and circumstances. This traces back to its earliest settlers. The legend of Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon's quest for the mythical Fountain of Youth laid the foundation for Florida's reputation as a place of fantastical wonders. As communities developed, incidents like Miami's record-breaking Cocaine Cowboys era solidified Florida's status as America's weirdest state. From sinkhole catastrophes to bath salt-fueled cannibals, it seems no news is too bizarre to emerge from Florida's sun-baked peninsula. Yet locals embrace the strangeness wholeheartedly, reveling in meme-worthy Florida Man stories as a badge of honor. In Florida, the unexpected is a way of life. Moving to number 7, West Virginia. In the forested hollers of West Virginia lies dark histories and urban legends. The state's coal mining heritage is a bedrock forged from dangerous labor, tragic disasters, and battles like the Battle of Blair Mountain. Miners took up arms against oppressive companies. Also, West Virginia's underground tunnels have also birthed folklore monsters like the Mothman. Mothman is an entity stirring imagination since its supposed 1966 sightings in Point Pleasant that preceded the area's Silver Bridge collapse. Countless paranormal enthusiasts have descended on the town, seeking America's own Loch Ness monster tale. Can you hear Bella Swan's angry voice? Adding to the supernatural ambiance is the long-classified Greenbrier Bunker. It is an underground Cold War fallout shelter once intended to house Congress in case of nuclear attacks. Halfway through the list, number 6, California. The 1846 Bear Flag Revolt, which carved out California's short-lived independent republic, set the tone for the Golden State's rebellious ethos. This brazen declaration of self-rule preceded decades of clashes over resources, immigration, and civil rights that have shaped California's identity. The exploitation of Native American tribes and the brutal subjugation of Chinese immigrants during California's 19th century mining boom reveal the Gold Rush era's rags-to-riches lore's ugly side. The state's notorious internment camps imprisoned thousands of Japanese Americans during World War II. Additionally, California's complex history encompasses the Zoot Suit riots of the 1940s. These were a series of violent clashes in Los Angeles, serving as a stark reminder of racial tensions and the struggles of minority communities during a tumultuous period in America's history, often glossed over in mainstream narratives. Relax for a bit. Before we go to the next half, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for Region Rundown. Now back to the exploration. Number 5. New York. New York has become the epitome of opportunity. New York City, in particular, is renowned as a place where individuals from modest backgrounds can turn their grandest aspirations into reality. It embodies the American dream. However, beneath this glamorous surface lies a harsh reality of struggle endured by generations of immigrants and the working class. New York, epitomizing opportunity, has a skyline born from the arduous efforts and sacrifices of those chasing a better life. Yet beneath this symbol of success lies a stark contrast of struggle for immigrants and the working class, evident in the harrowing tales of tenement slums and exploitative factory conditions of the 19th century. Similarly, the obscured narrative of Seneca Village, a flourishing African-American enclave dismantled in 1857 for Central Park's creation, serves as a poignant reminder of the city's complex journey. It was a community where black property ownership once defied the norms of a pre-Civil War America, embodying both the dreams and displacements woven into New York's fabric. Down to number 4, Louisiana. Louisiana boasts a rich heritage steeped in supernatural lore and tales of the undead that have captivated generations. Renowned author Anne Rice played a pivotal role in popularizing vampire mythology globally, but Louisiana's fascination with the undead dates back to its earliest colonial days. French and Spanish settlers brought with them legends of bloodthirsty vampires, shape-shifting revenants, and eerie graveyard tales. These stories intertwined with local folklore, creating a rich tapestry of vampire lore unique to Louisiana. Today, attractions like the La Laurie Mansion and the Vampire Lestat tours in New Orleans' French Quarter showcase this cultural legacy, forming an integral part of the state's vibrant tourism industry. Kicking in at number 3, Illinois is deeply intertwined with a violent past of organized crime that gripped its largest city, Chicago. During the Prohibition era of the 1920s, Chicago's underworld flourished, with criminal empires like Al Capone's rising to power through the lucrative bootlegging trade. This period sparked a brutal gang war, turning the city's streets into battlegrounds of vice dens, corruption, and feuding crime families, resulting in bloodshed and violence. The infamous St. Valentine's Day Massacre of 1929 further solidified Chicago's reputation as the epicenter of America's criminal underworld, showcasing the city's dark and dangerous side. The legacy of this era continues to influence Chicago's identity, with remnants of organized crime still visible in the city's history and culture. At the number 2 spot, we have Texas. From its origins as part of Spain's colonial empire to its existence as a slave-supporting republic, Texas's foundation rests upon a tangled legacy of rebellion, conquest, and human subjugation. When Mexican authorities moved to abolish slavery in its territories and curb colonization by American settlers, the Texas Revolution erupted in 1835, driven by Anglo protesters unwilling to relinquish their human chattel, or land claims. Though the ensuing conflict brought Texas its cherished independence, it was a liberty born from the defense of human bondage. This strain of insurrectionist pride and desire for autonomy resurfaced during the Civil War era. Texas joined the Confederacy to preserve slavery, prioritizing this over its ties to the United States. Furthermore, amidst this tumultuous history, the lesser-known story of the German Texans stands out. During the Civil War, many in Texas's significant German immigrant community staunchly opposed slavery and the Confederacy, leading to internal conflicts and the tragic Nueces Massacre, where pro-Union German Texans were killed while attempting to flee to Mexico. Number 1 on our list is Hawaii, a place with a rich history that's often overlooked. For centuries, the Hawaiian Islands were sovereign kingdoms until a significant event in 1893 changed everything. This was the insidious overthrow that stripped the native monarchy of its power. What followed was a systematic dismantling of native Hawaiian culture, language, and land rights under the strict rule of American imperialists and wealthy mercantile forces. This period saw laws banning traditional practices and marginalizing indigenous communities, all in the name of continental ambition. By the time Hawaii became a U.S. territory, an annex in 1900, its very identity had been threatened by continental ambition. This history reveals a darker side to Hawaii's past, one that is often overshadowed by its picturesque landscapes and vibrant culture. And that's a wrap. We hope you've enjoyed this journey into the lesser-known narratives of these states. Don't miss out. Like, share, and comment below to join the conversation. Share your thoughts. What hidden history shocked you the most? Stay tuned for more intriguing dives into the histories you thought you knew.